Purple Army, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'm bringing you another triple reaction. We've got 3 different Prince songs from 3 different years, different albums. It's going to give us a nice variety. So first, we're going to start off with In a Large Room with No Light, released in '87. Then Condition of the Heart, released in '85. And lastly, Way Back Home, released in 2001. You guys know me, I love a good mishmash of songs spattered across the decades, and today we're going to get to revisit some songs as well in the studio form, which is always interesting to hear what Prince intended in the studio versus what he ends up performing across all of his various lives. I don't even know how he keeps all of that music in his brain without forgetting. But anyways, I'm excited to check this out. But before we do, a massive thank you to Micah the Lyrical for the generous donation request and song selections for us today. And Micah, I hope all is well with you. And yeah, thank you very much. Now, let's jump into it. Whoa.
Lana drew a picture of school today, one that made her mother cry. A picture of a woman with a drink in her hand, standing by a child with no eyes. Washington reaction based upon revenge. The baby's blown to kingdom come. Damn the logic, cartoon characters look better when they're on the run. Danny dropped a dime on his girlfriend and said he didn't want to go to jail alone. The thief lives in the same.
There's a lot going on in this mix.
Cartoon characters look better when they're on the run. Danny dropped a dime on his girlfriend and said he didn't want to go to jail alone. The thief lives in the same mind with a thought that says we all should be stoned. And people looking for angels in the sky whenever they're broken hearted. Love is grown, seeds are sown, fires don't burn unless they're started. Did you ever feel that life was like looking for a penny in a large room with no light? A sophisticated man.
This is going to be a crazy comment, but why am I reminded of Pat Metheny as I listen to this? There's something very atmospheric about what I'm hearing, but also very musically dense. Like there's a lot of instruments taking different pot shots at this song.
Sophisticated math produce cacophony of knowing situations that aren't right.
I think it's in this vocalizing. And it's almost like Prince is using this whole tone scale. If you've ever looked a bit into music theory, the whole tone scale is one that doesn't often get used in a lot of popular music, but creates these widening intervals that can go infinitely. It's as if instead of adding a seventh to your minor chord, so now it's 1 3 5 7, it's like you're adding these flat steps that bring you from a major interval to then a Lydian interval to then a minor interval, and you keep cycling through all the different modes using pitch as the kind of lever. That may be a crazy way to describe that, but it makes sense in my brain. Now the melody is actually sinking into my brain.
A sophisticated man produced cacophony of knowing situations that aren't right. If you could just pass your history class, baby, life would be alright. Till then you've been looking for a penny in a love.
a very whimsical track too. Oh, the drumming. This may be too much for my brain to handle right now. What I was going to say earlier about the familiar melody, as it was starting to sink in, I noticed the pattern, right, of Prince delivering a lot of the vocals in relatively fast order, followed up by the female vocalizing, that like kind of angelic choir behind him. And then superimposed with that choir is a lot of brass. I feel like we're on like an island as we're listening to this. But it's like the kind of island that it gives like, oh, you've just entered like some alternative dimension. Like it is an island, yes, but when you're here, almost like Hotel California, like when you're here, like this is the place the outside world doesn't exist. And once you leave, you can only reflect on that weird haze of a time. Yeah. You know, maybe a more appropriate way to describe like the feeling that I get from this song is basically the visual equivalent of like looking at this album cover, because every time I look at it, I see something new, but at the same time of seeing something new, I realize I understand less about it. Because how is something like this even put together? It feels like one of those like optical illusions, but at the same time it feels like one of those images where you look at it and you can't identify any of the contents of that image. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I'm kind of, if I can quickly Google this and figure it out, I'll show you. Give me a second. Okay, this was the only example I could find of this idea, but basically, the title of this Reddit post, which I guess is clipped here, you cannot identify anything in this picture, can you? And then when you look at this, like, do you see something? Like, I see so much of what, like, I think I recognize, but the closer I look, the more I realize, like, I would just be guessing if I were to, like, label any one of these objects. But the thing is, I know that there is a construction there, that there is something real, but I can't put my words to what it is. That is a visual description of kind of how I feel about this album cover. And if we apply that to the music, that's one step further. I don't think it's completely unidentifiable. Like as I listen, there's many moments that I'm able to pick up and then apply on, the following choruses and verses. But under the hood, there's a lot of that. I recognize it. It seems familiar, but is it? I don't know. And that to me is still so impressive, because like, how do you create something that doesn't give the appearance, the feel, the shape, the sound of anything else? I don't know. Beats me. Let's jump into the next track here. This is like the origin stories of this song in my mind. Because I've heard this song several times now. It's taken different forms. And so far today, we are leaning into that atmosphere, just creating a new world. Oh. It's like we're fluttering into outer space. Ooh. Oh, I like that hover. I love some of these darker melodies. Oh. Oh, I love this. Wow, this is deeply emotive. I feel like I'm listening to like one of the most nihilistic pianists ever. And then here we are in this clearing. It's so bright. It's like, is that the same guy? How is that possible? The chimes to like reset. Oh. Oh. I think this one is already my favorite. It's already perfect.
Hoping she would answer back. Now wasn't that a fool? Her emotion on the part of us, sometimes lonely music.
I feel like this was the kind of song that you might hear in Sign of the Times. So tender.
There was a dame from London who insisted that he loved her, then left him for a real prince.
Oh, the descending chromatic melody. Listen to that underneath Prince's vocals here. It's like slipping into the abyss. Oh my god, that line. It's so interesting to convert this into like a song of devotion almost. Oh.
Thinking about you, driving me crazy. My friends all say it's just a phase, but every day is a yellow day. I'm blinded by the daisies in your yard. It's a yellow day. I'm blinded by the daisies in your yard.
Dude. Because what is that? That's like your, like all of the voices in your brain speaking at once.
Daisies in your yard.
And like even that landing point.
Daisies in your yard.
Like how many princes are there right now being layered? Is it 2, 3?
It's a yellow day. I'm blinded by the daisies in your yard.
That coordination. How do you compose that?
There was a woman from the ghetto who made funny faces just just like Clarabelle.
Oh my God.
How was I to know that she would wear the same cologne as you and you, the same girl that you do? Whenever I would act a fool with the condition of the taking about you to driving me crazy. My friends all say it's just a phase, but every single day is a yellow day. I'm blinded by the daisies in your yard.
I feel like I need to phone a friend. I don't know what's going on. This has been so crazy. Awesome recommendations, Micah.
She never answered back, and now
Oh, glissando all the way.
got a condition of the heart.
I'm gonna show you another another set of images here to visually describe what I am feeling. So there's this artistic style. A subscriber emailed me a long time ago. In my mind is like 2-3 months ago. Anyways, emailed me a long time ago and explained and just like shared this like art style with me, explaining that like visually when they were listening to a certain song, this is the kind of art that they kind of envisioned. And now if we compare it to like what I just showed you earlier, which was like a nonsensical image where you can't identify anything, in this image you can identify a whole lot more, but it's more of a collage than like any one narrative. And there's still elements of this that feel more abstract, even the way these components connect to one another, especially if you don't have complete knowledge of all of the components in an image like this. So, I don't know, I apply that to Condition of the Heart, what we just listened to, and so much of it I'm able to like pick up in different moments. Not every element, of course, but the way it all fits together, it is cohesive, it is congruent, and it takes a great mind to construct it. I would never think to create a song like that, and I don't even have a good way to describe it. Like, experimental, maybe. I mean, maybe I'll just use the term Dadaism for what we just listened to. Yeah, I am not an art historian or aficionado by any means. I am like on the fly learning with y'all, but that is how I feel about Condition of the Heart. There were a lot of cool moments in it, so I think this sort of like ambiguous slow burn sits well with me. But it's unlike anything you'll hear elsewhere, so it just only belongs to Prince. Like, I don't really have a good frame of reference for a song like that, or what we listen to up front. Anyways, let's jump into Way Back Home.
Any person or object whatsoever that requires your attention is something that has veered from its path and preordained destiny of total enlightenment.
I want to listen to that all again.
Any person or object whatsoever that requires your attention is something that has veered from its path and preordained destiny.
Requires your attention.
But that requires your attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, operative word there, because you don't have to have ego about the attention that you're given. The external world, in one sense, matters, yes, but to yourself, to the third eye that opens up that pathway to universality, requirements, that's all ego.
Is something that has veered from its path and preordained destiny of total enlightenment.
I never wanted a typical life. scripted role. Trophy wife. All I ever wanted to be left alone. See, my bed's made up at night, 'cause in my dreams I roam.
Wow, you can hear the modernity in this production.
Just trying to find my way back home. So many
This is almost like
reasons why.
trance.
There's so many reasons why I don't belong here.
This is the kind of beat underneath that I would expect to hear in like a Madonna song. A bit of trap, a bit of like this industrial feel underneath, but really light vocals on top. Melodic, pretty, gentle.
There's so many reasons why.
It's like almost like a record scratch underneath.
Here, but now that I am mine, without fear, I am gonna conquer with no fear until I find my way back home. Until I find my way back home.
Wow, I love how just reflective and relaxing it is.
Most of the people in this world are born dead, but I was born alive. I was born with this dream, with a dream outside my head, that I could find my
Wow.
way back home.
This production is nice.
Way back home.
The female vocals in this remind me of an artist named Chinchilla.
Is this the way? Power to the ones. Power to the ones who can raise a child like me. The path was set, but if you look, the truth will set us free. I've heard about those happy endings, but still a mystery. Let me tell you about me. I'm happiest when I can see.
Oh my god, the layering, it's
My way
beautiful.
back home. Can you see? Oh, my way back home.
No, don't end. No, man. Didn't want that one to end. That song made most sense to me. It felt like it belongs in another Prince movie. I don't know. It just feels like the perfect song for like contemplation. You have a scene in a movie where you're transitioning from some state of inner turmoil or conflict to the reflection stage. This song feels like it bridges that gap and then brings you into a place where you can reopen the conversation or try to ameliorate whatever conflict or problem the protagonist is facing. It's so beautiful. I love that it has that brush of modernity in the production, but it is still so Prince. I love the layering in the vocals because Prince's delivery, his vocals are so warm and relaxed, and they're immediately followed up by these lighter female vocals that kind of like the wind kind of pass you by, and then it's like you're kind of remembering the echo of that gust of wind. It's really pretty. It's a subtle groove, right, in this song, but it's one that your brain, at least my brain, immediately latches onto. The way I think about it, it's like this song is about way back home, as most songs like this titled would imply. It's like finding your true self again, returning to where you started, because so often we like traverse through life picking up different baggages, different identities, different experiences, all for a greater purpose, yes, but without realizing that there is so much for us to unpack and discover about ourselves back home, where we came from. And it can become very easy to like endlessly run away from that place in search of some, crazy new answer or development to the situation. But in reality, you'll always find meaning wherever you look for it. Whether it's spiritual return, redemption, catharsis, happiness, peace, whatever. It's wherever you look for that thing. If you're looking for negativity, you'll find it there too. See my point? Beautiful song. And I think out of the three today, Way Back Home was my favorite. But I think Condition of the Heart had more interesting melodies and movements. And what we got in the first track, which is just a long title, so I won't repeat it, was nothing short of musical ambiguity and chaos that is so fun to listen to, but makes it hard to remember all that happened without listening to it, 4, 5, 10 more times. So for a first blush, I would give it to Way Back Home. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did and want to make a reaction request yourself, as always, please hit the first link down below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.